Hello, grandkids. It's Mema for Stories with Mema. And I have a book that I'm going to read, and I'm thinking of Adriana and Avante today as I am reading something about Grandma. Grandmas are so special. I know, because I'm a Mema. Okay, Adriana and Avante, hello. And here is our story. It is by Tania de Regil. Regil. I'm not sure how to say that. I apologize. Mima gets so messed up sometimes, and that's okay. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? One early morning in July, Grandma arrived from a long way away with a suitcase in hand. She was there to take Julia for their first summer together without Mom or Dad. I can't wait to do that with you, Dawson, and the other grandkids. Grandma lived outside of Mexico City in a town cuddled against a great mountain. At the foot of the mountain was a cobblestone street lined with ash trees. And at the end of the street, a pink bougainvillea crawled over a little old house, Grandma's house. I have bougainvillea too. The back door of the house led to a shrubby garden where Grandma grew lavender, jasmine, daisies, pink geraniums, and purple orchids, lime, plum, and orange trees, and a great big jacaranda tree. Ooh. Ah. At Grandma's, everything seemed different and everything was new to Julia. In the morning, Grandma bought sweet, sugary bread from a woman who carried it in a basket on the top of her head. And in the afternoon, Grandma picked herbs from the garden and stirred them into one big pot that simmered and steamed. There was something about this place, Julia thought, where the sunset skies were filled with birdsong and the warm breeze was sweet like jasmine. And there was definitely something about Grandma, too. Grandma seemed to know everything, like when Julia snuck into the garden to pick daisies and limes. Grandmas know. They say we have eyes in the back of our head. Grandma could also see into the future. She could always tell if Julia was about to fall when she went too fast on her bike. And Grandma had many secrets. Every night she sat quietly in the garden terrace and wrote things in a notebook by the light of the moon and stars. Oh, how beautiful. One day, a letter from Mom and Dad arrived, and that's when Julia realized how much she missed her home. Oh, even though she loves being with her grandma, she still misses her home and her mommy and daddy. Luckily, Grandma knew just what to do. Grandma, it turned out, could fit Julia perfectly into her arms and make her feel warm all over. There's been a kitty cat popping up in these pictures. I don't know if you noticed. Grandma could also brew up the most magnificent hot chocolate at any given time. Grandma knew all the best tricks and games. There's that kitty. And she even shared her greatest secret, how to journey back in time. One morning when Grandma and Julia were in the garden, our back door creaked open behind them. Julia looked up and there they were, Mom and Dad. But someone new had come along. He was small and he was crying. Luckily, Julia knew just what to do. Thank you, said Mom. It's exactly what we needed. How did you know? Julia looked at Grandma and smiled. She knew the baby needed to be cuddled up perfectly in the arms and with a blankie, huh? There was something about this place, Julia thought, where the night was filled with the grasshoppers' music and the warm breeze whistled through the trees. And there was definitely something about Grandma, too. She was absolutely magical. Isn't that nice? Grandmas are so wonderful. And so the kitty in here looks a lot like Mema's cat, Susie Q. But I didn't show you Susie Q yet, but I did show you Gizmo and Abby in the story, The Big Storm. I introduced you. If you haven't met Gizmo and Abby yet, whoops, then you go watch The Big Storm story and you can see them, and I'll try to figure out how to get Gizmo in as well. All right, grandkids, I love you so much. I love you. A bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck. Oh, I'll read you later.